Yo fellas, Nameless here. Today we have a new patch for Repentance Plus, as you can read right here, magnificent. This is a big patch. Listen, this is perhaps the first step in the right direction. Here is where Edmund and Nicholas decide where they want to go with online, and I think there are some good changes worth a whole video. So I decided to take some time out of my day to just explain the patches. I don't know, that's it, let's just get into it, let's read them. Hello, it's me Tyrone, what up dude? But now you've hopefully played Repentance Plus, I assume you have. Well, this is what they changed. I'll give you a summary of what happens in here. Version 1.9.7.6 brings you a bunch of stuff. More importantly, right here they fixed a lot of issues that matter with lobbies, where people could get in, people could not get in, a lot of compatibility stuff. That is actually great. And they fixed the online deathmatch against the beast, giving you like the super white thingy. If you didn't know, if you played online and you killed the beast, you'd end up in a white flashbang that will just not leave. Big thing for everybody except me, because now one of my videos is useless, moved the mods directory back to its prior location and added first time disclaimer text about mod stability. That is nice. Here is the biggest point I'd like to talk to you about today. Fixed several issues in the modding API. Now, to most of you this may mean nothing, but made shortly, APIs are a set of protocols that allow different software applications to communicate and exchange data, and is something that mods or like external code of something heavily relies on when working on it. Fixing several issues in the modding API means that there is a bigger possibility of mods coming with more functionality. To make it brief, I'll bring you a tweet from JSaltyGeese, which for further context is the developer of the car mod, super famous, and one of the developers of Repentagon, so big stuff, we're talking about big stuff here, where they previously said modding Repentance Plus is several API functions are broken or missing, downloading from the workshop is disabled, mod updates will break mod saves again like in Afterbirth Plus, which is now all fixed. The only thing that was missing from this tweet they made is several API functions are broken or missing, which has now been addressed right here, which means that hopefully in the future we might see Repentagon Plus. Already, if you go in the mod workshop right now, you'll find that a lot of mods have been ported to Repentance Plus. Not all of them, of course, but a good majority of the good ones that are needed and that are nice. Like external item description, the Isaac dance, of course, the most important one. Those are now fine, they are now usable. Of course, them updating the API doesn't mean that the mod just works, you need to wait for the developer to update the mod itself and port it into Repentance Plus. Some developers sadly won't do this, I hope the ones that made the mod I use actually do, because they're quite useful. They have finally fixed an issue where the grid donation machine was not accepting coins, perhaps one of the most annoying features I've found. They rebalanced a bunch of stuff about Abyss, now making it work with Hive Mind. Another big nice thing for me at least is fixed an issue preventing mouse input from working in online matches. This is big because when you get marked, you can just whip out the mouse and just start moving around. They made Repentance Plus dailies seeds different from the Repentance ones. If you didn't know, this was the case between Repentance, Afterbirth Plus and Afterbirth as well. Reason being that there is balance changes, new items and new stuff. And of course you can't have the same seed all over the place, because the run will be different for every single person and make for an unfair leaderboard. So now we have a difference in here. A big change over here. One of the most major notes for like quality of life improvement is added guaranteed void portal after the mother fight. Before this used to be a mod actually, and now it's legitimately in the game. This is of course they specify as long as the character has beaten mother previously. So it will take a bit if you've not done it already. But after the first time, you can go both Mother and Delirium, making your run not exactly wasted. For me at least, and I know I speak for a bunch of people in the community as well, doing Mother before was a burden. If you already got 10 Dead God, doing Mother is literally a waste of time, because it gives you nothing, it's a harder path, and you get less items. So what was the point? Well, now we have one. A big thing for me streaming and playing with viewers on Twitch is fixed an issue where password lobbies could fail to be found, which means now you guys won't have a problem finding me on Steam, and maybe we won't even need the friend request thingy to just play together. That's actually pretty nice. Fixed an issue where kicking a player from a lobby will prevent other players from joining. I didn't even know this was the case, because I never kicked anybody personally. But it's nice to know that this stuff has been fixed. They improved the tag functionality and custom filters, fixed an issue with special seeds not working for online matches. This is also pretty nice. If you don't know, special seeds are like Easter eggs in Isaac. One of them is G Fuel, It's probably the most recognizable one. And I do appreciate that now you can do the memes online as well. They adjusted the weight of deathmatch variants, which I have absolutely no clue what it means. I assume it means that deathmatch are now more variable, like you don't always get the same ones. But I thought at the start that deathmatches changed with whatever boss you finished the run as. That's the impression I had. Well, apparently it's different, so maybe we'll get some more variety now. Now, big disappointment for everybody, they nerfed Little Spewer. Little Spewer is no longer OP. Is it that big of a change? Not really, still nice. It's still a quality one. All the rest is that they changed a bunch of stuff in deathmatch, like the dying timer, the overall health, made a bunch of changes to items that are online and not so important. Little portal now follows you closer. Does that change anything? Absolutely not. But, in my opinion, this is a solid patch note. This is, mind you, a small update, as they say. And it's the first one, and I hope the first of many. I think they did a pretty good job with this.
I think we did a pretty good job so far.
Well, to me this is a massive start for something that has a lot of potential. We are, what, 5 days into online? Tiny bit more than that. And they're showing that they actually care about modding. They care about what the community says. That is something important. They have gone out of their way to add stuff that people have said on Twitter. They've done a lot of good work, and to be honest, they're doing a good job. What I'd like to see in the future for what matters me and my experience online is more emotes, better remote sorting, and maybe some more functionalities with mods. I do really miss Repentagon, and I do want it back as soon as possible, but I know that that is also on the sides of the developers for that to happen. Last thing that, in my opinion, is worth mentioning is the fact that I believe they might be working on making less input lag a thing, and probably giving us a smoother experience even when people have a slightly worse ping. I hope that they eventually get dedicated servers if this game gets big enough, because come on, it truly deserves that, and we could do so much with it, like an unbelievable amount. I'm very happy. Let me know if you agree with me. If you disagree, leave a comment. Even if you agree, do leave a comment. Let me know what you wish they will do, and remember that they're actually pretty actively looking at this stuff. So if you do comment with ideas, there is a chance that they'll get to see it. This said, thank you for watching. I remind you that I do daily videos on Isaac. Shameless plug. If you're seeing this, I'm probably live on Twitch right now doing a horror stream. We'll be playing A Quiet Place, which is a horror game where monsters can hear you. I don't mean like you run and they hear you, I mean you speak into your microphone of your own PC and they hear the character. Not only are we gonna do this, but I'm actually giving you guys, the viewers, the power of triggering sounds that make me heard from monsters. This means that I could do everything right and still get a massive L. They said, well, this is the shameless plug, go back to the video. So like and subscribe if you're interested, and I wish you a good day. Bye!